Hi, my name is Christopher Murphy, and I'm giving my informative speech on how to properly set up and maintain an aquarium. I received my first aquarium on my 13th birthday by my parents, and that's how I got interested in keeping aquariums. Aquariums can be a very interesting and relaxing hobby to have, but they also can be a lot of work to get them to stay properly maintained. This is my aquarium right here. It's a 125-gallon aquarium. As you can see, I got 6 cichlids in there right now, and the water's pretty clear. So the first piece of equipment that you're going to need is the actual aquarium itself. They come in all different shapes and sizes, and the larger tank you get, the less maintenance is needed because it's got a larger amount of water volume in it, so it's easier to keep the water properly balanced. Then the next thing I'm going to move on to is the filters. This right here is a 200-gallon rated wet dry filter, and that filter right there is more for like the bacteria to keep the nitrates down and to keep the water balanced right. And then this one up here, this is a magnum filter. It's more for polishing the water. It gets like all the debris out of the water and keeps the water circulating. So, and the final filter I have on it is the Aqaurium 110. This is also for basically mechanical filtration. It keeps the water nice and clear. And then another thing that you're gonna need, because you're keeping tropical fish, you're gonna need a heater. This is mine right here. You need to keep the water to at least 78 to 82 degrees because you're dealing with fish that come from South America. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the fish. The most commonly kept fish are South American cichlids. That's all my fish in this tank come from South America. We also keep mollies and platies. These are live bearers. They're usually kept in smaller tanks. And then the next most commonly kept fish is African cichlids. One thing to remember about stocking your tank is to make sure that not to stock it with fish that are going to fight each other. Make sure they're compatible. And then the next thing I'm talking about is aquascaping, or decorating your aquarium. It's good to have decorations. They serve more than just the appearance of the tank. The fish like to set up boundaries and have like their own territory, so it helps them reduce aggression and help them stop from fighting and chasing one another. Then also, you can have plants in your tank. They're just basically to make your tank look good. You can have live or either fake. The thing with live plants is that a lot of fish like to dig and they like to eat the plants, so it's hard to keep fish and plants. So if you're going to have a plant tank, you need to have a plant tank. If you're going to have a fish tank, you need to have fake plants in it. And then the next thing I'm talking about is aquarium location. You always want to have your aquarium in a flat location, so because any slight wobble or anything like that, it can crack your aquarium and cause a leak. And then you never want to place it in front of a window because the sunlight from outside will promote algae growth, which I have some in my tank right now and it's hard to get rid of. So in conclusion, I hope this speech has gotten a few people interested in keeping fish, in the fish keeping hobby. And if you do decide to keep an aquarium, do some research first before going out and buying an aquarium, because it'll save you a lot of money and heartache in the end.